Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lorelai Shamayo, and this is MeWe Fairs, your safe space for authenticity and transformation. We have events throughout the Pacific Northwest, many online, and we interview our practitioners and vendors so you get a chance to know who we are before you meet us at an event. I'm excited to be here today with Di, the yoga witch. Di, it's great to be with you.
Hello.
So tell us, what is it that you do? What do you offer at our events? As if we can't tell from looking at your screen, but tell us about it.
Okay, so what I do, I am a tarot, oracle, and pendulum reader. I make jewelry, such as the wonderful little tarot card earrings I'm wearing here. I'm also a certified life coach, ordained minister, and everything I do gets infused with a little bit of magic. And it's a lot of fun for me. I have been reading tarot cards. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, almost 30 years. It does not feel like it's been that long. And little backstory about me. I grew up in the Episcopal Church, joined the military, and I was that girlie that signed all of my notes and everything with the God bless, with the cross and all of that. Got into the military, met people who had some of the beliefs that I did that didn't align with the church, like reincarnation, past lives, and all of that fun stuff. And was talking with them, befriended them, come to find out they're pagan, and I just panicked because, I grew up in the church. My grandpa was the priest, and this was my life. So I call my grandfather. I'm like, Grandpa, I'm having a crisis of faith. This is what's going on. And he's like, honey, you do what you need to do for you. I will see you on the other side, one way or the other. I know what kind of person you are. And I'm like, is that your blessing to do this? And he said, go ahead. Set my feet on the path, have not looked back since. Yoga came into it
That's great.
through
You know
the,
all the questions I'm going to ask you. So this is great. I
yep,
wanted to know. So go ahead.
yoga came into it through the VA. I am a service connected disabled veteran. One of my service connections is PTSD from having been a woman in military service in the late 90s. Enough said there. The Women's Trauma and Recovery Program at the VA, I was enrolled in, and through that, I was invited to mindfulness based stress reduction. That I actually have the book sitting right next to me. And part of MBSR is some basic yoga. And I really liked what I was doing there. Found out the Women's Trauma and Recovery Clinic had a weekly yoga class. Sign me up. I was thrilled. Halfway through my first class, I decided I am going to be a yoga teacher. I let my mom talk me out of it, and I didn't pursue it then. And then, COVID happened. And I told myself, by the time I am 45, I will at least be enrolled in yoga teacher training. I took my first class for yoga teacher training in October. I turned 45 in January. I graduated yoga teacher training Father's Day of 2023. And thus, Yoga with Di was born. Actually, technically, Yoga with Di Lin. But because I don't like using my whole name, it's always Yoga with Di with me. And then I'm going, okay, how am I going to do this? It's going to be all online. I knew that from the start. But I needed to do something to fundraise, and somebody pointed me to Patreon. And so I'm going through Patreon and I'm going, okay, what am I going to offer at each tier? Because there's only so much yoga you can do with that, right? And so the first thing that came out was, okay, you join at this level, get a free 3 card reading a month. I'm like, where did that come from? Oh, well, next one is like, okay, 3 card reading and a personalized spell. Still not yoga Di, but hey, let's run with it because I know this. And it just, all of this witchy stuff kept coming out with it. It's like, okay, you get a free guided meditation, personalized, a tarot card reading, and a spell. Plus, you get access to the Discord server and the monthly rituals. And I'm like, where's all this witchy stuff coming from? But hey, let's roll with it. So that was kind of the beginning of Di the Yoga Witch. And then I'm scrolling through Amazon or whatever, and I come across these 2 books. One is Yoga Witch, I believe is the name of it, and the other one is Yoga for Witches. And I'm like, I guess I was onto something here. And that's when more of the Di the Yoga Witch started evolving. And then I started doing the daily live streams on Facebook. And that's when Die the Yoga Witch really was born because I'm like, I'm a yoga teacher and I'm a practicing witch. And I kind of melded the two of them together. So, hey, I guess that makes me a yoga witch. And it stuck and people like it. So it kind of, and I was actually, I have to be honest, the pivot came because of a MeWe fair. I
Tell me
went
about that. Yeah.
to one of the MeWe events in Kent. I
Oh, and
can
I
see
say
her
this is the
face.
BEPC Expo. It's okay. It's one of the events that I'm connected to. This is exciting that BEPC had this impact. Go ahead.
No, this was actually a MeWe. It
No,
was
we
me.
weren't in
That
Kent, so it
might
wasn't
not have
us.
been in Kent, but
We
I
were in
remember
Auburn at Green River
MeWe.
College, so we were in that zone there at one
Okay.
point. Hmm.
But I met, God, I can't remember her name. I could see her face. But
Crystal.
she does oh, wait a minute. She does card readings and her cards are elements. Why can I not remember her name? Anyway, she did a reading for us and she has this, school for online spiritual people making these businesses.
Lorelei Hewitt? No.
No, 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 no. Oh God, I can see her
Oh,
face.
Lisa. Lisa
Yes,
Stewart.
Lisa Stewart. Yes, Lisa Stewart. And when she did the reading with me, she's like, okay, there is something that you are doing that just is not gaining any traction. And my marketing director slash bonus kid and I look at each other and we're like, the yoga. And she's like, yeah, you need to just kind of pivot away from that some and focus more on the stuff that's gaining traction. And at the time, that was my daily draws. And it really took off. I mean, and I give credit to my husband for this one. When he took over in October of last year,
Mhm.
I had 33 subscribers. I have 1,300 now.
Wow.
I am
Wow.
monetized and I have so many subscribers. And I have gone from just having the Patreon and the YouTube to I have Patreon, Substack, YouTube, all of the social medias. I have restarted a Tumblr, gotten back active on Tumblr, and we stream 6 days a week. 1:30 in the afternoon, 6 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, or Sunday through Friday. Sunday through Friday. 1:30 in the afternoon, we are online. Sunday through Thursday, it's daily divinations and self-care. Friday, it's coffee and cues with Di the Yoga Witch. And we do the show usually goes from 1:30 to about 2. And then after that, it's transitions to just chilling with the witchlings because YouTube, if it's a 2 hour stream, it makes things easier for him. So we just sit and chit chat. I have some regulars. I have two regulars that are in London. I have a regular who found us through my kids, who is in Finland. Oh, I cannot remember where one of the kids is. I can never remember where she is. But I
Well,
have, and then I have Irish, who is in Ireland, and so I have a lot of international fans.
this is great. I wanted to sprinkle this in here while we're talking about this. This is 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And then how do
Yes.
people find you if they want to? Is it Die the
My
Yoga Witch or
YouTube,
where do they go? Yeah.
basically dietheyogawitch.com or at Die the Yoga Witch pretty much everywhere. There's a couple of places where it's slightly different, but search Die the Yoga Witch online and you'll find me.
Great. So you're all over in all these channels and you're doing different
Yes.
things on different days. And
Um,
people,
well, we do the same thing Sunday through Thursday. That's the daily draw. Sat Friday is coffee and cues, and then I have two podcasts. Tuesday night is Bitch and Witch. That's when I um find a current event that just has me and I go with it. Um a lot of times that's when I will have things like human rights, healthcare, veterans issues, women's issues. I will tackle a lot of those there. Friday night is, or Thursday night is just the Yoga Witch's Cauldron, where I'm talking about something that applies to witchy stuff and yoga and melding them together. I have Friday night guided meditations, which is okay. So the podcasts, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Um, and then 8:30 p.m. on Fridays, I have guided meditation, and that can be anywhere from a 15-minute to a 1 hour long meditation, depending on how quickly I'm reading. And that's pretty much my week. And then, oh, the star of the show isn't in here. My animals frequently pop up during my readings. My cat has come in and helped us with the goddess of the day for the last 3 days. And then Tooker's is my German Shepherd Malamute mix, or German Shepherd Husky Malamute. And he's usually asleep behind me. And when the witchlings see his tail in the background, they start screaming his name in the chat. So he usually comes over and says hi. I'm getting a t-shirt made that has his face on it that says my dog is a YouTube star. And then breaking down my actual show. So I start the show, I greet everybody, be mindful of the energy you bring in here, be respectful in the chat. Elsewise, Arnold and the mods will find you with the band hammer. That's kind of been a fun one. And my husband plays I'll Be Back from Arnold right there. It's great. And then we start the show with birthdays, anniversaries, significant events, because I light a candle to close the circle. Might as well acknowledge birthdays. We do 3 holidays of the day, and all of this is for tomorrow, because that way he doesn't have to rush getting it all edited and uploaded that day. So we do 3 holidays. And then we go from the holidays. I pull 3 oracle cards, interpret them, 3 tarot cards, interpret them, and then we put the 6 cards together into one cohesive reading. More often than not, it really, really works. Such as yesterday, they were screaming at us, quit living your life according to what somebody else thinks you should do. Not a bad message.
Yeah.
And then we have Oracle, Tarot, Self-Care, which is a Namaste. The Namaste deck is basically stressless deck, stressless cards. And then Self-Compassion card. Everybody could use a little more self-compassion. Then we have our daily goddess that I pull from. Let's see if I can pick the book up without making a mess. You can't tell I do this regularly, huh? We have the book 365 Goddesses. So I pulled the goddess for tomorrow. And then we have an affirmation after the combined reading, and then a closing blessing and a moment of Zen. I totally stole that name from The Daily Show, but the book is The Little Book of Zen.
Mm-hmm.
So we have our moment of Zen, closing blessing, opening the circle, extinguishing the candle, and then we just segue into chilling with the witchlings. And that's 2 hours of my day, every day, except Saturday. And Saturday is where I spend my time. Now we get the fun. I have 3 blogs that I update. I have at least 3 entries a week for each of the regular blogs. There's one yoga, there's one witch, there's one combined. And then I have the Tumblr, which gets just random stuff. I have a Sanskrit word of the week that gets revealed on Sunday, and then all of my blogs, all of that. There's something else there too. We'll get to that in a second. And then all of my social medias and everything. I am posting something every day. Thank God for scheduling abilities, because this autistic ADHD witch would never survive without it. But to make all of this really super easy, I have a monthly theme, and then each week has its own sub theme along with that, such as December is peace and harmony. And I want to say it was last week was peace and harmony in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, we're going to be focusing on the winter solstice.
Mm-hmm.
And so it makes it so easy because everything just has one theme to follow along, and it makes it so easy to come up with the content for it. I love it. And then when I'm not doing all of that, I am sitting here with pliers and hooks and wire and beads, and I'm making jewelry, and I'm having so much fun with that.
Well, yeah. Can you give us the close up of the earrings? I know we were looking at
Yeah.
those earlier, or whatever else
Well,
you want
let's
to show
see.
us.
Here is one of the necklaces I've made. I have a lot of this stuff sitting right next to me. It's great. Let me adjust the camera right quick. All right.
You were looking at this earlier. This is great. All these fancy cameras you have for all
Yeah.
this now.
So nice silk cord hang tag. But there is the pendant.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a tree
great.
of life. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
And I mean, these are really fun and easy to throw together. And then where's the pair of tarot card earrings with the nice little silver fish hooks? There's the earrings. I had so much fun making these.
Oh yes, so cute.
My son works as a checker at QFC here in town, and he's been wearing these earrings, a pair of these to work, and everybody's loving him. And he's like, "My mom made him. You got to check out her shop."
This is great. I gotta go down the
Um,
street and go see him now.
yeah.
Or
These are
tell the
going to
world
be
because
a
we
pair
happen to
of
live in
earrings.
town right near each other.
I know, it's so nice. And these are going to be a pair of earrings. It's got a couple of garnet beads
Cool.
in it, and it's a
Yep.
spell bottle. It's going to get some herbs thrown in with it as well, and then smoked. I'm going to take
Mhm.
some incense smoke in there, then I'll glue it shut, hook it to a wire. Just haven't gotten around to going and grabbing the glue. Um, I have so many different earrings though, and a lot of them have semi-precious stones. I've got tiger's eye quartz, rose quartz, garnet, and amethyst now. I have a couple of bracelets. Let's see. I have an anklet that I made. There it is. This was a special request from a witchling. I call my viewers my witchlings or witchlings because it's just a cute name for them. But it is an anklet with the same tarot card charm, but
Mhm.
it's made with rose quartz and clear quartz with gold findings.
Mhm.
That was fun to put together. And one of the few things that my mother taught me that I have I still do is this jewelry making. She and my kids used to make necklaces all the time. But so I've been making jewelry. We have t-shirts that we sell at some of these things. Unfortunately, you cannot see it easily. Over my head, this one, it has my logo and then
Oh yeah.
Namaste Witchling on it.
Mhm.
And there's another one hanging on the wall, but it's got this logo that you see right here in the corner. And then above it, it says Namaste, and under it, it says Witchlings.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because that's how I start and end everything. Namaste, Witchlings. And I've been doing this 2.5 years now. How has it been 2.5 years?
It
So
sounds like
that
it's
is
grown
me.
organically as more people have shown up and you've added different features. And
Yep.
well,
And
so then what are you?
it's go ahead.
Well, and so
I was
then
just
what are
saying
you
it's been
doing when
fun.
you come to the fairs?
What am I doing? Okay.
You're doing tarot readings and you have
Yep, I'm doing
your
tarot,
products
oracle,
and you're
pendulum readings.
telling people about all you're doing. Hmm?
Yep. So I'll be doing tarot, oracle, and pendulum readings. I have to be careful with the pendulum, takes more energy. Um, and then we'll have the t-shirts, we'll have the jewelry, we have some other stickers that we like to give away. I mean, kind of one of those buy something, get a sticker. And I'll be sharing the information about my life coaching, spiritual life coaching, the fact that I'm an ordained minister. I can do house blessings, house cleansings. I can do weddings, funerals, naming ceremonies, you name it, I can do it. And then I have my signature offering, which is my Sacred Spiral Flow course, which is a 7-month program. And it kind of combines everything all into one. It's the witchy stuff, it's life coaching, it's yoga, all of it in one package. And like I said, it's a 7-week or 7-month program. We meet once a week, do our thing, and that rolls into the rolling program that I just forgot the name of. But it goes quarterly. And the each quarter has its own theme and it stays aligned with that part of the year, such as the winter is release and renewal.
Hmm?
And it's much along the same lines. It's got the coaching, the yoga, the witchy stuff, all of it all in there as well. And that's what I do at the fairs. And I'm not the only reader in my booth at the fair, because, hi, not only is it me, I run a family business, and both of my boys are also card readers. My oldest frequently comes with me to my events when he can get the time off. He is the better reader of the two. Um, because my youngest has death magic in his paternal line, and he and tarot cards didn't get along. He has one deck that he has not broken, and it was mine. So I gave it to him and replaced it. But so the boys will come with me. My marketing director is a witchling, not in my sense of witchling, but as in a new witch,
Hmm.
trying to avoid using the word baby witch because
Hmm.
I'm not sure I like it. So she's a witchling. She's a fledgling card reader. So she comes with us and will occasionally do a couple of readings. One of the other bonus kids will come in and sit with us and do an occasional reading. And then, like I said, we've also got all the other stuff we do. It is such a family business. And I have two partners in crime, I mean, in business. One is my soul sister, a wonderful trans woman down in California who is a Reiki master. She does Savannah's crystal Reiki healing. And then my bestie, who is another spoonie, basically chronic illness warrior. She is an Air Force wife up in Alaska, and she is a melt instructor as well as doing an MLM. But melt, she her story with melt is so similar to mine with yoga. It's hilarious. And so the three of us kind of joined forces, and we've been doing this together, oh, for about the last year and a half. Aaron Aaron has taken over for Vanna. Long story there, but Aaron has been with me from day one. I mean, as soon as I got the yoga teaching certificate, I'm like, I can't do this by myself. It's not fair, and I want to be able to offer more than just this. And so I brought her in with her Reiki, and yeah, that has been so much fun. We've blown up, and I'm
I,
having a gay old time with this whole thing.
and it's really amazing all the different things that you offer. For a lot of people, you have so much energy and there's so much that you're able to contribute.
I am ADHD as all get out, and I'm being very careful and I'm watching my language because that's not what I normally say. I swear, like the sailor I once was. I'm working on that so bad.
We're okay with that with me too. We know that life has lots of energy and we're full of energy and
Good. But yeah, I'm pretty energetic. I'm a caffeinated squirrel. Uh, so this is me. And I do this because it's fun. And if I can happen to, support my family doing it, all the better.
well, it's been
Um,
lovely. This is really great. I appreciate all these different contributions that you're making and all the creativity that's going into this and the collaboration to make all this happen. So tell everyone again the basics of your schedule, when the different things are available, how they can find
okay.
you online.
Well, you can find my schedule at yogawithdylin.com. There's one of the pages that has my schedule on it. I can't remember exactly what it is right now.
You should say how to spell Dylin so people know
D
that.
I okay, so it's yoga with DILYNN. Yoga with Dylin. That is where all of my yoga, that's the primary site. And then for Die the Yoga Witch, dietheyogawitch.com. You can find me under at both of those on all of the social medias. My schedule is Sunday through Thursday, 1:30 p.m. Seattle time. We are doing Die's Daily Divinations and Self-Care. Friday, 1:30 p.m. we do Coffee and Cues with the Yoga Witch from about 2 o'clock to 4 2 o'clock to 3:30 is chilling with the witchlings 6 days a week. Saturday we take off, otherwise we burn out. And then Tuesday and Thursday are podcast days. Tuesday is Bitch and Witch, and then Thursday is the Yoga Witch's Cauldron. Both of those are at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Friday night guided meditation is at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. Those are all on the YouTube channel. I also have my other guided meditations. I have two other guided meditations through the week and a yoga in the wild class that is now on Zoom. All of those are now Zoom. You can sign up for those on on yogawithdylin.com. Booking/booking. That one I do know. And I'm a busy bee. because on top of all of that, I am mom of three kids. They're all young adults. The youngest is 22, but he is still at home. And then I have four furry children, three dogs, and a cat.
That's great. And then you've got the mentorship programs too, in addition to all
Yep.
these other things. Great, great. Well, it's very exciting to have you part of the MeWe Fairs community. I'm thrilled that as Lisa, we mentioned earlier, is part of the MeWe community, that you
Yes.
got a great amplification and like leaping off from the interaction with her so that you could offer all these things to everybody.
I'm loving it. And if I can help somebody with anything, I am perfectly happy. That's kind of my purpose in life. I am here as a helper and a healer.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Di. It's exciting to be
Yes.
connecting with you, and I look forward to having more and more that you're offering the
Yes.
world in our events. All
I
right.
look forward to joining you at them. I'm really excited about this.
And all of you that have been watching, you can find out more of all of our events at MeWeFairs.com. Thanks so much, Di.
Thank you. See you soon.